We've got $1,000 worth of half dollars in front of me in hopes of finding something silvery or something for our collection. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to the channel. I've got 2,000 half dollars in these two boxes, 1,000 half dollars in each box. Figured I'd hunt some boxes today because I didn't live stream last week. Been feeling a little bit under the weather. And I'm starting to stack up some boxes, so I figured I'd pick a couple of them to go through at random and see if we get lucky. Now, we have struggled mightily in the Loomis wrapped boxes. That's why I chose these two. They're from the same bank, a week apart, T-Loom 1 and T-Loom 2. Hopefully we can get lucky, and if we don't get anything silvery, maybe a foreign coin, maybe some proofs, or maybe some varieties that I have listed on my Clad Coinage Varieties mat. Again, these are sealed boxes, and again, we've also had bad luck with Loomis rolls, so I figured I'd get rid of a couple of these boxes. And like I said, if we get lucky, great. If not, we'll give it our best shot. And we'll get rid of a couple of skunk boxes for the streams, if I can open it. Man. All right, very first box, we got to make sure it's actually circulated. I've been struggling getting circulated boxes. And you know what? It is circulated, and there's not a lot of new ones. All right, that's a good start. We've been struggling on finding boxes that weren't comprised of mostly or 50% newer coins, but this looks pretty good, and I didn't see any tall rolls in this first box. And as you know, we've been struggling lately on getting these boxes to have the right amount of coins in all the rolls. All right, enough chit-chat. Let's get to hunting. I'll bring you in if and when I have a find in the first box. Well, we're already on roll number 15 of the first box. No find so far until now. It's an NIFC 2019 Denver. NIFC means not intended for circulation. Technically, they were coined from 2002 to present, including 1970 and 1987. But the 2021, 22, and 23s have such a high vintage, they're no longer considered NIFC. So really, should be 2002 to probably 2020, but we'll leave it like this for now. That's considered an NIFC 2019 Denver. First find on the board, only worth really face value. But if you make full sets of them, say 2002 to 2021 or 22, you can typically get about 2 times face value. That's why I pull them out. I only keep the best ones, and I do make sets out of them. This one's pretty decent. We spent a lot of time talking about an NIFC. Hopefully there's better finds. Same roll, and we did add another 2019 NIFC to the board, but this time it's a Philadelphia. So we got a pretty nice Philadelphia and Denver 2019 set. The hunt continues for silver, though. We're now on roll number 36. We did add another 2019 Philadelphia NIFC, but I didn't film it because you'd already seen one of those from that year. And now we're going to add a 2017 P, and I'm actually excited that I have this because I actually need 2017 Phillies for my NIFC sets. I don't see them very often. So technically, that's almost as good as silver to me. Well, not really, but it feels like it because I have 0 of those in stock, and now I have 1. 14 rolls left, though, of this first box, and it's been tough. Let's get back after it. Roll number 40. This is actually our 6th NIFC, a 2015 Denver to go along with the 219 P and Ds and the 17P. Well, we finished box 1 of the hunt. Definitely a tough box like I expected for my Loomis rolls. We actually added another NIFC at the end of the last roll of the box, 2004 Denver, total of 8 NIFCs. That one's probably not a keeper because it does have some damage, but 8 NIFCs on the board. Hopefully, the second box a week later can get us on something a little more fun, at least maybe a proof or a DDO or something. Nothing like a little foreshadowing before the hunt. We'll have to see if it's a good box first and foremost. All right, well, it's definitely another circulated box. Don't see any fancy enders. It's a little bit out of order, but appears to have all 50 rolls. We'll get the box straightened up. We'll get the rolls hunting. And as soon as I have a find, if I have a find in box 2, I'll bring you guys back in. Roll number 12 of box number 2 is going to give us the second NIFC of the box. First that I have filmed, 2003 Denver. We also added a 2018 Denver. And we do have 10 NIFCs now, so I'm going to stop filming NIFCs and just hope that we find something else, like maybe a variety or a proof or something silvery. I'll be back if we find one of those. Otherwise, I'll be back with a recap of the 2-box hunt. Well, it's taken us 69 rolls into this hunt to finally get something other than an NIFC, although technically it's also an NIFC. But we've got a 1980 San Francisco minted clad proof $half, which I will gladly take. First really good find of the hunt. We still have 31 rolls to go through. Well, we're on roll 34 of box number 2, and I do have a variety, a 1974 Denver DDO under the scope. You know, they minted almost 80 million of these $half from 1974, and they estimate over 100,000 of them have the DDO. So you can definitely find them. They're not that valuable. You can see over here, I've got PCGS brought up, and I will spend more time on the one I have under the scope. But if you find the DDO on Trust and on 4, even in a mint state, they're only like a $35 coin. Of course, they do move up in value. At a mint state, 63 is 45, but not until they get a 64 do they fetch 3 digits. And of course, if you're really lucky, getting something at a mint state 66 where only 13 have been graded, they're over $1,000. So you're looking for the doubling. Obviously, it's pretty obvious on this coin. It's very heavy doubling, but you also want it to be in high condition or great condition. And you can see this one is circulated, so it's probably more like an AU 53. Which puts it right around 20 bucks, unfortunately. Still a good find. We now have a miscellaneous, a proof, and NIFCs. Still no silver yet. Only 16 rolls left. Well, I'm on roll 42 of the second box, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's got to be silver in that roll. 226.63. I've been weighing these, and they're about 224.8 to 225.8. And as you can see, even at 225.6, and the next one, 224.9, at 226.6, we have to have silver in this roll. We have to have silver in this roll. Let me set up, well, unless there's something else in it, like a foreign that's heavy, but let me set up the overhead and let's see if there's a silver coin in this roll. We would take a 90 or a 40, that would get us closer to filling the board. So let me get it set up and I'll be right back and we'll open it up. All right, we've got the overhead zoomed in. This could be for nothing, but 226.6. We have got to have silver in this roll. Otherwise, it's got to be something else going on. Let's get it cracked open and see what we got. Hopefully, we got something silvery. And we do. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's why you hunt $half. We have gone through 92 rolls so far. No silver, just a little bit of NIFCs, a proof, and a DDO. And I've said it before on my streams. When I find DDOs, it increases the likelihood of finding silver. And to put it bluntly, we have struggled with Loomis rolls, and that is a beautiful sight. We know it's got to be 90 because of the weight. Let's see what it is. Yep, it's a beautiful 1964, 90% silver, Philadelphia minted Kennedy $half. Let me go ahead and get the overhead taken away and we'll put it under the scope, see if it's got any doubling on it as well. All right, there it is. That makes me super happy. Let's put it under the scope, just check for any of the doubling that could be on this coin. There is a couple of DDOs on the motto, "In God We Trust." And there's a nice DDR that I've never found on States that's worth quite a bit, but I don't see it either. Either way, a 90%er. I'm glad I was weighing these rolls ahead of time. When it got really bad after about 70 rolls, I decided to start weighing them. That way, in case we had a heavy roll, like we did, I could catch one live for you guys. Let me continue the hunt. I'll be back with a box recap unless we find more silver. And if we find that 40%er, we'll have a fill the board hunt. Well, we finished that 2-box $half hunt and we had a nice savior at the end of the second box. I'll take it. In recap, we had 15 NIFCs from 2002 to 2019. We had, 6 of these I will not be keeping. They have issues with them. Either they have scratches or they have polishing marks or just heavy circulation or damage. And then these are the ones I'm keeping, an 03D. And actually, now that I see it under the light, there is a little scratch on that one. But we have an 04D, a 14P&D, a 17P, 3 19Ps, and a 19D. And of course, like I said, there's other dates in here, but we're not keeping them. We also got a 1980 proof. It is circulated, but it is a proof coin, so I will be holding on to that one. And the 1974 DDO, I keep these. I'll have a few rolls of these actually, and I'm still waiting to find that one that I want to submit, but so far, no good on getting any for me personally to submit, although we found nice ones during the streams. The find of the hunt and the surprise of the hunt, a 90% silver Kennedy half dollar from 1964 and a Philly. It does have a nice scratch on the back, but it doesn't matter. It's silver and it's great to see. And of course, I'll probably get an ugly one to put in the silver jar, and the silver jar will be happy with that. I know it started off as a tough hunt, but in the end, we were only 140%er away from filling the board on a 2-box personal Loomis box hunt, and I will take that any day of the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-box hunt. If you did, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching. On second thought, we'll take the silver we found today and give him to the silver jar. He deserves it.